All right, and everybody start to get settled into a comfortable seated position. Welcome everyone, good to see everyone. We had some nice warm weather today, so we're always grateful for that. So start to find some nice deep breaths and start to feel like you can root into your mat. So take a deep breath, maybe, as we say, maybe the deeper breath that you've taken all day today. But just start to settle in and set aside anything that doesn't belong here and just be here. You made it. That's the hardest part. You're here. Thank you for joining. So start to feel your sit bones into the mat. And you know, when we say that, we talk about those pointy bones in your bottom, feeling those kind of rooted down into the mat. And then from there, start to just draw up through the spine and just grow tall. Pulling, as if you're pulling a string up towards the ceiling, up through the crown of the head. So we can kind of create this nice long line, tall spine. And when we do that, we allow space for the breath. And as we do that, we kind of talked a little bit about maybe some tight shoulders. Maybe roll those shoulders a little bit and start to warm them up. And part of that is drawing those shoulders then down away from the ears and really kind of starting to reduce any of the tension that we tend to hold here in our neck and our shoulders. So a little bit of just your own movements this evening, finding a little bit of a roll in that shoulder, growing tall through the spine, and rooting down into your mat. And that deep, deep cleansing breath. Nice job. All right, let's start to kind of join that in all together. So as you're ready, just take a nice deep breath, drawing those arms up nice and tall up through to the ceiling. And this one, we're gonna go ahead and just exhale the arms nicely down, and even nice flow to the arms. We'll go ahead and do that again as you're ready. A nice good inhale, draw the arms up nice and big. Nice and tall, and exhale, go ahead and drop those hands down towards the mat. Waking up those shoulders, getting a little blood flow. One more time, go ahead and inhale, arms up nice and tall. Finding that big breath, and then on the exhale here, as we've done before, go ahead and allow those hands to come behind the back. So a couple options here, you can interlace the fingers, or you can just allow the hands to be behind the back on the mat, whatever is gonna work better for you. But again, trying that, like drawing those shoulders down away from the ears, opening up the chest. So kind of been finding a little bit of engagement into the back as you actively kind of open up the heart and open up the chest, and find that stretch through the shoulders. Take a few breaths here. Nice job. All right, go ahead and release those fingers. Shake it out one more time. And go ahead and all together we'll come over onto hands and knees. All right, so go ahead and find the hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips, belly button, of course, drawn in towards the spine. And we're just gonna wake up those legs a little bit. So go ahead and send the left foot back. Keep the toes on the mat. And this is just kind of an extension, a long extension into that left leg. So you can feel that stretch. And if you want to find a little bit of movement here, you're welcome to do that. So again, finding some openness through the back of the leg. Waking up the back body. Okay, go ahead and bring the left foot back, and then just switch into the right foot. Send that right foot back, keeping it on the mat. Toes are down, and just adding a little bit of a stretch here. And again, if you want some movement, that's fine. And if you don't, that's fine too. Belly button's drawn in. Nice job. Go ahead and bring the knees back in. Take a nice long breath. And even as we did in the seated position, we're going to find that long, long spine. So imagine that you're just lengthening from the tailbone to the crown, from wall to wall, separating as if you were separating each vertebrae, lengthening there. A nice good inhale. And then when you're ready on the exhale, go ahead and send the hips to the heels, and we'll find that child's pose. Send it back. Take a moment here to really kind of just walk those fingers long. We're talking about kind of stretching out the shoulders a little bit. We're just going to start to walk those fingertips out. And we start to find a stretch through the shoulders. And we take a moment here to just kind of refocus the mind and bring our awareness here on the mat into the body. Finding that nice stretch through the shoulders. One more breath. And you can go ahead and stay here and then go ahead and peel those arms down, kind of the opposite, allowing the back of the hands to rest onto the mat. Allow the head to rest on the mat. And again, long through those fingers, drawing those fingers, the backs of the hands are resting on the mat, drawing long down to the mat, down towards the feet. So again, just a little bit of a stretch here, long onto the mat and long through the neck. Nice breath. All right. Go ahead and gently, taking your time, go ahead and come back all the way up, and we'll begin to come back into our hands and knees. All right, so curl the toes under. We'll begin to peel the knees off the mat into our first down dog for the night. So go ahead and send those hips up. Feet on the mat, hands are on the mat, belly buttons drawn in, and we'll find our first down dog for the night. So this also continues to kind of stretch through the shoulders. So this is take a few breaths if you want to find a little bit of a movement here in your down dog, if you want to walk your dog as we continue to stretch through the back of the legs, and even maybe a little bit of a shift forward and back as we kind of stretch through those shoulders. Breathe here. Take a nice deep inhale, and then go ahead and exhale, side out. All right, from here, we're just going to gently go ahead and walk the feet towards the hands. Taking our time. And when you get there again, so for our first forward fold, it's okay if you want a little bit of a bend to your knees, that's fine here. We're just starting to find some stretch and find some flexibility through the backs of the legs as well as through the back body. So take a few breaths here in our first forward fold, rooting down through those feet and beginning to find some openness in those back legs. One more breath. And we're gently going to draw up only halfway here, and go ahead and rest your hands on your knees or on your thighs here. And we're just going to do a little bit of some cat-cow right here in kind of this flat back pose a little bit. So go ahead and exhale, rounding out the back, and then inhale, drop the belly, kind of find your cat-cow a little bit here in this standing position. Nice, good. Exhale. Arch the back into our cat pose, and then inhale, cow pose. One more time each side. Rounding the back. Exhale. Inhale. Kind of just, again, supporting the body here on the thighs. And then as you're ready, go ahead and continue to roll all the way back up to standing nice and tall. Draw those shoulders down away from the ears. Take a nice tall mountain pose, Tadasana, rooting down through the feet, drawing the energy up through the body towards the crown of the head, tall and strong. Nice job. All right, go ahead and inhale the arms up nice and tall, scooping those arms all the way up, and then exhale, go ahead and fold, sending the hands down to the mat. Great job. All right, let's go ahead and go through a little bit of our flow. So go ahead and step back to your down dog. Here, take a moment in your down dog to reset. And then we'll begin to go through our vinyasa flow. So we'll begin to shift the body forward into plank pose. Moving with intention. And then as you're ready, go ahead and exhale, lower all the way down or halfway down, elbows close into the body. And then inhale into up dog. Open up the heart. And then exhale. Send the hips back and we come back to our down dog. Breathe here. And take a moment to check in that we're spiraling those biceps out. So what does that mean? We're kind of, again, keeping those shoulder blades tucked into their pockets and keeping the triceps tucked in and biceps shining out. One more breath. All right, we'll go ahead and flow again. If you need a break, you can stay here in down dog or into child's pose, but we'll go ahead and go through that vinyasa flow again. Shift forward, it's a plank. Lower all the way or halfway. Inhale to your up dog. Open that heart, keeping the belly tucked in, and then exhale, send it back to down dog. Great job. Another breath. All right, let's go ahead and start to find some of our warrior series. So we'll start with the right foot. Go ahead and find the right foot in between the hands. And take a moment here, pivot on the back foot to find, like I said, your warrior feet. So the back left foot is at that about 45-degree angle. Right foot is nice and strong towards the front of the mat. So root down first so that you feel comfortable in your balance, and then go ahead and inhale nice and tall into warrior one. So just drawing the torso up nice and strong into that warrior one. So always check in, belly buttons tucked in, drawing in towards the midline of the body. And what does that mean? So we're not sinking into it. We're drawing energy up from the floor, through the feet, up, up, up. Taking a nice breath here. Great job. All right, right from here, staying here, drawing the elbows down and kind of goalpost arms. So drawing those elbows down towards the back, drawing the shoulder blades together, nice and strong. So from the front, kind of looking this way. So again, drawing those shoulder blades down, elbows down, kind of in goalpost arms. Nice job. Inhale, draw the arms back up, nice and strong. Inhale up. And then again, exhale, draw those elbows down. Great job. So working through the back, working through the shoulders. And one last time. Inhale, arms up, nice and tall. And exhale, draw those elbows down. Engaging through that back body. Working through the shoulders. Nice job. All right, go ahead and allow the hands to cartwheel down to the mat, step back to our down dog. So the right foot comes back to meet the left. Find your down dog. Great job. All right, as always, you can stay here in down dog. You can find child's pose, or you can go through your vinyasa flow with me. Shift forward to plank. Chaturanga, lower down halfway or all the way. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Belly buttons in. Shift the hips back up to down dog. Great job. All right, let's do the other side. So go ahead and find this left foot in between the hands. Pivot on that back foot so that we begin to find our warrior feet. So right foot is nice and strong towards the front, left foot's towards the front of the mat, and right foot is back into our warrior feet. So we root down, feel grounded, And then as you're ready, go ahead and inhale, lift the torso. Nice and tall. Belly buttons in. Check in with the body. Great job. All right, let's go ahead and keep moving with those arms, just as we did with the other side. Drawing those elbows down. Engaging in the back body. Pinching those shoulder blades together. And then inhale. Draw the arms up towards the ceiling. Again, exhale, elbows down. Kind of those goalpost arms. And then inhale up. One more time. Exhale, draw those elbows down. Pinching. Engaging through the shoulder blades. Last time, inhale, arms up nice and long. Great job. Okay, exhale, send the hands down to the mat. Step back, have the left foot meet the right. Great job. Take a breath. And of course, as always, you can stay here in down dog or go ahead and flow, shift forward, plank. Lower down, chaturanga. Into your up dog. And back to down dog. Nice. All right, let's keep going with our warrior theme. So find that right foot. If you like, go ahead and send the right foot up towards the ceiling. If you don't like it, you can skip it and we'll all come together with the right foot towards the front of the mat. Pivot on that back left foot, finding your warrior feet. Nice and strong. All right, this time we're gonna go all the way to our warrior two. So go ahead and big movement, draw the torso up nice and big. Open all the way to our warrior two. Right arms forward, left arms back. Belly buttons drawn in, tall through the spine. Again, drawing in towards the midline of the body. Nice job here. Take a breath. All right. We're gonna go ahead and go to our side angle. So you can have the right arm onto the right elbow and keeping that left arm up toward the ceiling. If you're warmer and you're ready and you want a deeper side angle, you can go ahead and extend long. But if you're okay, we're right here at a gentle side angle. And one thing to keep as we're kind of being conscientious of our shoulders, so that we're not sinking into that right shoulder that's down. Drawing energy up. So you should have some engagement through that right side body as we do that. So wherever you are, or if you have your extended side angle, that's fine too. But while we're here, we're just gonna circle this left arm long, drawing it toward the front of the mat, and then back towards the back of the mat and back up to the ceiling. So we're just creating a nice big circle with that left arm. Go ahead again, nice and long and big. Belly buttons in. Last time, nice big circle with that left arm. Lots of movement through these shoulders. Keep those shoulders nice and flexible and warm. Nice job. One more breath. Go ahead and cartwheel that left hand all the way down to the mat, and we'll go ahead and step back to our down dog again. Right foot's meeting the left. Nice down dog. Check in, always kind of checking in. Shoulder blades are tucked into their pockets. Fingertips are spread. All right, let's go ahead and flow, or of course you can stay here in down dog. Shift forward to plank. Lowering down, keep those elbows into the body. Up dog. And back to down dog. Great job. This time the left foot, if you'd like, send that left foot up towards the ceiling. If you don't, that's fine. We'll come together with the left foot towards the front of the mat. All right, here comes that pivot on the back foot. So we start to find our warrior feet. All right, root down nice and strong so you have your balance, And then go ahead and inhale, lift all the way up to our warrior two. Left arm's forward this time, right arm is back. Take a breath, check in. Again, drawing it towards the midline of the body. So we make sure we're not sinking too far forward, making sure that you can still see the left toes, your left big toe. Keeping that left leg in line. Sometimes it kind of wants to draw in, making sure that that left leg is staying nice and stacked with the hip and the ankle. All right, let's find that side angle. So here again, you can allow the left elbow to the left knee if you like, drawing the right arm up towards the ceiling. But always, if you're here and you're not doing an extended side angle, check in to make sure that we're not sinking into that shoulder. So keeping this nice and long and straight, stacking those bones wherever you are. Belly buttons in. Or again, if you're at side angle, that's fine too. And then we'll start those big circles with the right arm this time. You're going towards the front of the mat first, and then circling down all the way back to the back of the mat, and then up towards the ceiling again. Great job. And we'll do that 2 more times. Big, nice, slow, intentional circles. Going with the breath. One more. Nice job. Right arms long towards the ceiling. Belly buttons in. Take one more moment here in this side angle. And then go ahead and cartwheel the hands down to the mat. Step back to your down dog. Great job. All right, last flow for this evening. Or again, you can stay in down dog. Go ahead and shift forward. Chaturanga lower down. And to up dog. And back to down dog all together. All right, so step, hop, or jump the feet towards the front of the mat. Find your forward fold. Take a moment here in forward fold as we're a little bit warmer. You can find a little more stretch through the back of the legs. Really thinking about kind of rooting down through those feet. And then as you're ready, root to rise. So big movement here, root down through the feet. Inhale, rise, lifting the arms up towards the ceiling. Fingertips touch the top. And then exhale, those hands to heart center. Taking a moment here. Great job. So take a moment just to reconnect. Take a breath, check in, see how we're feeling. See if those shoulders feel a little warmer, maybe a little more supple. Nice job. All right, so take a moment to just step to the long length of your mat here. Take a moment to take a nice wide stance in your legs. So we're going to take our feet to about a 45-degree angle, so a little bit of an angle to your feet. A little bit of a nice wide stance. Belly buttons drawn in, zip it up, keeping everything nice and tucked in. Take a moment here. And as you're ready, as you probably accepted, a little Yogi Squat. So we're just going to start to lower the torso down to the body. So take a moment to kind of reconfigure, reset your feet if you feel that they're not at a good spot. So it's always you kind of want to check in. If you feel like your knees are kind of overextending those toes, take the feet a little wider. All right, so and of course here, kind of tucking and keeping that spine still nice and long. All right, and as you're ready, go ahead and inhale, arms up if you're comfortable with it. And then exhale, draw the arms down to the sides. So, belly button still drawn in, and we're just kind of keeping those arms out to the side. Nice breath. If you want to kind of do a little bit of a finger to middle finger to thumb breath here. Goddess pose. I know you can feel those legs. It's okay. One more breath. All right, and go ahead and draw up nice and long. So arms up to the ceiling, legs are straight, drawing up. And we're going to take a big flow this time. And go ahead and we're going to create a big circle with our arms and bending the legs down. So a little bit more of a movement into our Yogi Squat, if this makes sense. Kind of like we did in the beginning with our arms, but almost like the opposite, and then extending arms up. Okay, with me? Okay, we're gonna just do these a couple times. So we're gonna squat down, the arms are gonna come down, just creating like a big circle with the arms, and then go ahead and begin to straighten back up, arms up towards the ceiling. All right, with me? We'll just do a couple more. Lowering down, arms come down, and then go ahead and extend all the way up. Moonflower, sunflowers. That's what they call these. Nice big flow. We'll go ahead and extend down. Little Yogi Squat. Big, big arm movements. Last time, all the way up to the top. Extend long, and exhale. Arms down. Just go ahead and relax the arms down. Heel toe those feet together on your mat. And inhale together one more time. And exhale. Arms down to the side. All right, nothing fancy here. We're just gonna make our way down to the mat into our seated position that we started in. So however you wanna go ahead and get there, come down to seated on your mat. All right, take a moment to take that nice deep breath and settle in. All right. We'll stretch out the legs just a little bit to send those feet long on your mat wherever you are seated. Take a nice good inhale, arms up tall, and then exhale, go ahead and fold. Arms forward towards the feet, seated forward fold here. And wherever you are, allowing just a little bit of a release through the low back, through the back of the legs in this seated forward fold. Maybe a little bit of a stretch through the shoulders as maybe you're just to the ankles. That's okay, but wherever you are, just an easy forward fold here. Taking that breath. And as you're ready, go ahead and release. And bring the soles of the feet together. Kind of a Baddha Konasana here. Kind of releasing through a little bit through the inside of the legs, tall through the spine. Take a nice good inhale here, and the same thing, exhale. You can go ahead and fold forward a little bit if you'd like. You can hold on to the ankles, you can hold on to the feet. Be gentle with those delicate foot bones, but take a nice little fold here over your bound feet. So I'm hoping that maybe your shoulders feel a little looser, a little more supple, a little warmer. And hopefully they're feeling better than they did when you started. All right, gently go ahead and come back to center and just find a comfortable seated position wherever you are. And one last inhale, the arms up nice and tall. Reach towards the ceiling, allow the fingertips to touch. And gently draw hands down towards heart center. And we take a moment to come together on our mats, even virtually, to find gratitude that we've given ourselves the time and the commitment and the dedication to spend just 30 minutes on our mats together, where life can sometimes seem so chaotic, but giving ourselves grace to give that time back for a little bit to ourselves, and appreciating a little bit of a touch of spring that we enjoy today here in Pennsylvania. So thank you all so much for coming. Namaste. Thank you all so much. It's always so good to see everyone.